Let's be real for just a second. Being fat sucks, and it's time to do something about it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Heather, and I am on a journey to change my life by getting healthy and losing 100 pounds. Eventually, you have to get to the point in your life where enough is enough and it's time to take care of yourself. For the past few months, I've been taking much better care of myself in the sense of what I put in my body, but I am still struggling to find the time to be active. As a full-time student and also part-time worker, it gets really overwhelming, and I feel like that is my go-to excuse. I'm busy, I have homework, I have to work. And frankly, it's crap. If you care about your life and, keeping it, you've got to find a way, you being me, but you have to find a way to be active. That is the challenge that I am giving myself this week. For the next 7 days, I am going to be active all 7 days. I don't mean that I'm going to do a die-hard workout. I know obviously with those you have to have rest days. But I am going to make sure that no matter how much homework I have or studying, and there's always a lot, no matter how much I have, I am going to put my health first because, yeah, it's awesome when I graduate and get licensed, it will be awesome to be able to be a physical therapist. But if I die by the age of 40 from a heart attack because I didn't care enough about my body to make the effort, all of those years struggling in school and working my buns off are not worth it. So it's time to put myself and my health first. Alright guys, we're in a construction zone pretty much for the next month. So if it looks like my house is in shambles, it is. Hang in there, it'll get better. Welcome to my dining room that, since we have no floors, or rather not finished floors, this has basically become the catch-all space for the only room we have regular, decent access to. It is also the only area I have to work out. So y'all can just bear with the ugly right now, because I have to live in it. Today, I'm starting basic. I'm going to lift some weights, because it has been a good long while since I have lifted anything, aside from like my butt off a chair to switch to a bed. Today I'm going to be lifting weights and doing some stretches and trying to not die while doing squats. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so I just finished my day one workout. My camera died halfway through, so y'all didn't get to see all of it. But basically what I did were my stretches just to kind of loosen up and try and get closer to being able to do the splits. I was nowhere near as close as I used to be, so that was really disheartening. I did some leg lifts and basically just found out how weak I have gotten. Did some squats too, and then did biceps and triceps with my 5-pound weights. And I feel like I was okay on biceps and triceps just because I work as a baker, which means I'm lifting things all the time, so my arms are fine. But like, in terms of flexibility and lower body strength, I feel pretty bummed out right now. I know it's day one, and it's kind of funny because I was like, oh, it's going to be easy. It's just like a week straight of being active. I'm not trying to go bodybuild in 5 seconds. But just doing what I used to consider my basic daily exercise and finding out how exhausted I am from that, like, my legs are like quaking right now. Feels pretty crappy, not gonna lie. And like, it makes me feel disheartened for the rest of the week, but I also know that that's how I got to this point in the first place, is something will get too hard, and I was just like, oh, I'll worry about it later. I'm 31. I don't want to wait until whatever later would be. I waited long enough. I'm just, I guess you could say, torn between feeling unmotivated and dejected. I guess I should have seen it coming. You can't gain 100 pounds in like 8 to 10 years and think that it's not going to affect you physically. Like, freaking sucks. But I am just going to keep at it. Old me would have gotten some pizza and Dunkin' Donuts and like a vat of milk. I love milk. And just kind of like munched my woes away. And I'm not doing that anymore. So even though today kind of sucked a lot, I am gonna go and prepare something that is healthy, that has vegetables, that is not sugar. Even though I would pretty much kill for a giant piece of chocolate cake right now. It's not happening. My workout tomorrow, that's happening. To do cardio, you don't just have to get on a treadmill or elliptical or on a bike, whatever. I'm one of those people that doesn't always like the traditional gym exercise. Like sometimes I'm in the mood for it, sometimes I'm not. But with this game, I have so much fun. I've been super stressed all day because I have a test in the morning, another one after that, another one the week after that, because, you know, physical therapy school is never ending. Oh, I'm out of shape. I'm actually pretty excited because, you know, exercise, endorphins, I got off my butt and did something, so it's awesome. So hot. Oh my gosh. Probably like a hot mess right now. I don't even care. I'm like, I gotta work out, finally. You don't understand. This is literally the first time in 2 months that I've done cardio. And oh my gosh, I forgot how much I missed it. And now I'm gonna go play 30 more minutes. Hey. I am no longer sore from doing squats, but I'm definitely a little sore from doing Beat Saber. So my husband and I are going to go for a walk and blow off some steam. And because we live in Texas, we are coated from head to toe in bug spray. Can you hear the chichadas? And I know everyone else calls them cicadas, but whatever. I've been calling them chichadas since I was like 5. But listen, either way, I like the noise. Soothing when you live in Texas. Mostly due to necessity, or it would drive you crazy. So my favorite thing to do when we go on walks is to look at all the pretty houses in the neighborhood. Even though I've seen the same ones like 800 times, I'm always like, oh, I love that pretty green one. Every single time we go on a walk. It is day 5, 6, 18. I have no idea what day it is. This week has been rough with school. Which honestly you're probably going to hear me say every week, but I'm not lying. Somewhere along the way, I completely lost track of what day of being active I was on. I'm pretty sure today is 6 or 7. Last night, I didn't even film last night. I'm pretty sure last night was 5. I think. I don't know. I didn't even film last night because my activity happened like 15 minutes before bed, and frankly, I didn't feel like putting pants on, so I wasn't going to film that. But my exercise for day whatever the heck last night was very low key for the simple reason that school's kicking my butt right now, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not making an excuse. I'm gonna freaking do something, but it's gonna have to be a quick something. So I took the time before I went to bed last night to just do some of my stretches, which you guys, if you saw the last video I did, that was what I was doing. Took the time to do that, and it actually helped me to sleep a lot better. It's not active in the sense of like cardio or weightlifting, but it is basically something that is active moving that is helping me work towards my goal of being able to do the splits. So for me, it does fall into that category. It's something I would love to have time to do like every night, but that's not always possible, but I'm definitely trying. So tonight I'm kind of in the same boat. I spent half of my day in lab and the other half studying stuff from lab. And I have another lab tomorrow morning. So many labs. So except for that one day I had of Beat Saber, that was really my only like big cardio for the week. And so I was like, you know what? I think it would be good to do some more cardio. And since I love Beat Saber, I'm gonna go do that. And then I'll figure out if I'm supposed to film again tomorrow because I don't know what day I'm on. I actually thought it was Monday. And it's Wednesday. Guess what day it is? No, really guess, because your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. Again. But, either way, I'm still being active. So I'm gonna do my stretches tonight, some squats, and some leg lifts, just to kind of loosen things up, and squats because that needs to happen. I'm just really happy that I've actually managed to be active every day at this point. So yay, and I'm gonna go do that. Guess what, guys? It's the end of the week, which means I made it. I survived my challenge. So I'm really, I'm shaking the table. I'm like over here smacking away at it because I got so excited. I did all 7 days of activity, even on the days where I did not feel like it. And you know what? It was totally worth it. Even though it has only been a week, I already have more energy. I'm already sleeping better. I feel better mentally, which obviously sleep has something to do with that, because if you're sleep deprived, you get a little cuckoo. But I got sleep, and it was magical. The fact that I'm feeling better as a whole has also helped me in school. My original worry was that I was going to be so preoccupied with this challenge and trying to be active that it would take away from me having time to study and prepare for my classes. And the funny thing is, it actually turned out to be the complete opposite. So with me working out every day, I felt like instead of me being distracted every single time I would try to study, I felt like I actually had the energy and the ability to focus on what I needed to learn. So I'm actually doing better than ever. I feel better than ever. So I was stuck for a while at the 25-pound weight loss mark. And it seemed like nothing I ate in terms of eating healthier, eating less, anything like that, really worked to actually continue on with weight loss. And I feel like me working out this week seems to kind of, well, I mean, aside from burning extra calories, obviously, it seems to have kind of given a boost to my metabolism because I lost 2 more pounds. So I'm down 27 pounds altogether, and I'm super excited about it. For me, the goal is just slow and steady, as long as it's still moving. As long as that number is still going down, and as long as I feel better. I'm still seeing changes in my body. Like, my neck has gotten slimmer. I can actually see a little bit of my collarbone now. My legs have gotten a smidgen slimmer. I can see a little bit more definition on my arms. Not muscle definition per se, just I guess you could say less fat. Being active is now a regular part of my routine, and I'm really excited about it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. And if you guys want to comment below, I would love to hear your stories and where you are in your fitness and health journeys. So leave it below. Bye.